adjustments. Week number 3, 5, 2. So I haven't told. Nice. I haven't told these dudes that got.
Almost not hearing.
I got these 2 dudes over here that have big rubber balls. But before we get into the fun of the rubber balls, I got to make a disclaimer. All right. Because sometimes I get told that I don't say this. Chiropractic is about checking and adjusting when necessary for vertebral subluxations with a specific adjustment in the spine. That's what it's about, right?
Yep.
Has been, should be, must always remain that way. Now, for the record, I'm totally cool with all the other stuff. I don't know. Matter of fact, food, I love food. A lot. I was really hungry. Just how hungry I was at lunch today. I was really hungry. I think I had tapeworm or something like
I
that.
had pot after. And Sean asked me, didn't you just eat lunch? I'm like,
You had pie? Who brought you pie?
Sharon.
That was kind of not a cool move. Not cool, Robert Frost. Though I did not share my butterscotch fudge because it's at home in my refrigerator. So
I'm just good with peanut butter.
But I'm okay with food stuff and nutrition stuff, and if you want to like oils, I love oils. I don't like Hoppy's oil on my firearms. I like frog lube, it smells better. But like oil in my vehicle's good, but you know what, I'm okay with that stuff. But that stuff is an adjunct to healthcare. So remember this, I'm okay with that stuff. I also, can you tell I'm just a little ticked off?
Yeah.
You'll just wait and see, because you're going to get, I'm going to say, you're going to get almost as pissed as I was today.
Fire's coming.
Vaccines, and it's weird that you showed me that website, because now that, should we go halves on that?
I'm thinking about it.
I'll go halves with you. You want to split it 3 ways?
Yep.
Let's go 3 ways on
Yep.
it. Okay. Buy it and I'll give you money. Okay, just give me your username and password. But let's split it. Okay? Vaccines are not a chiropractic issue. Vaccines are a humanity issue. So when I rarely do I go on a vaccine. Have you noticed? I rarely do it because I always say I wish chiropractors get ticked off about the adjustment they do about vaccines. But this one kind of ticked me off a lot. Like I cursed a lot today in front of this little girl. You know where I'm going with this, don't you? The little girl I'm talking about. Oh, just wait. It's just gonna literally. So anyway, vaccines are not a chiropractic issue. They're a humanity issue. So what I'm talking about right now is more of a humanity thing, and then some healthcare providers are Richards. You can shorten it if you want. So we got this little girl that came to us 2 months ago. We're just waiting, you guys. This is just bullshit. And I'm not editing that.
Okay.
She came to us, what, 2 months ago? Cool little girl, sent to us by Dr. Eric McKillop, and thanks, dude. And she was a vaccine-damaged little girl. The mom specifically told the vaccine distributor to not give the Gardasil shot. But they did. And as a result, they completely altered her life and not what it should be. And here's the cool thing about this little girl. She just smiles all the time. I mean, bless her. Gorgeous little heart. So, the butt fart that she was going to sent her through this pain rehab thing because what they said is check this crap out. It needed to remap her brain to handle pain. I'm waiting. Any commentary is fine. I don't care what you want to say, because I'm not editing this video. Well, unless you drop an F-bomb. But anything you want to say.
Well, you're going to have to edit it then, because that's...
I mean, that's what they said. So they sent her, mom did it.
Basically what they wanted to do was torture her so that she'd get used to the pain, and then the pain of what they had done
What they
before.
caused.
Were they after up? Wouldn't be so damn
much.
bad. Exactly. Say it again. Say it to the camera. This is what these.
What they wanted to do was essentially torture her, doing all these different things to her to get her body less sensitive to pain, so that the pain she was already having from the vaccine-induced injuries would now not be so much, so she could at least tolerate and live with it.
These are the same fart heads that would see how I did that. Would say, oh, chiropractors are quacks or whatever. Really, you're the quack. Because that's what they want to do to this little girl, who should never have to be in this problem anyhow right now at all, if they would have listened to the mom and listened to informed consent. But yet what they did is they thought they knew more because they had the white coat and the stethoscope, which I'd like to stick up in your rectum. And then what they did is they altered this beautiful little girl's life. And they want to stick her through this POW camp or whatever, this, and make this little girl suffer already more than she is. So mom's taking control. She brought her to our office. Bless you, thank you. I'm honored that you have chosen us. Has changed her diet, has done some other stuff with her. And she was telling me today she's now down from 17 meds to 8 meds a day. This is a little girl that's like 17 flipping meds a day. They shouldn't have to be on them if they would have abided by the informed consent and not put the crap into her body. Oh, it gets better. So she tells me that they want to send her back to this camp because it's going to remap her brain. And I'm like, oh my God, no. Because she told me the pain that she went through at this camp. It's a camp is what I call it. I don't know, whatever. And it was going to be out of state that way. And so the mom wouldn't allow her to be there with her because the first time she went through this camp, this torture camp, mom had to help her move, like, because she was so miserable she couldn't even move. And so if I remember correctly, I think, and I'm sorry if I say this wrong, I think she pulled her out of it and said, that's it, we're not doing this anymore. And these guys were okay with it. I mean, how can you look a little girl in the eye, make her suffer, torture her, and go, let's do it again tomorrow? I mean, there's a flock of them to you. So, it's a good thing I'm going to enter 10 tonight. So, they say you can't go to this camp in Kansas City.
Why?
Because she'll interfere. Which means that way mom's not there, so we're going to continue to torture your little girl even more. So, she shares this with me. We find her a different healthcare provider here in Omaha. They go there, they fall in love with this healthcare provider, and I don't blame them because what a cool cat. Today or yesterday, CPS shows at their door.
For what?
They got turned in by the same butt fart that tortured her because she fired him. So this butt fart turns the mom in to CPS. CPS shows at her door. She's there for like 2 hours and basically says, if you don't send your little girl to this torture camp, we're going to take her away from you. Comments.
That's forked up.
Thank you. Comments.
That.
You see why I'm pissed? Richard head. That's what you are. Yeah. So I'm trying. I was in the room. Are my ears red now?
After we're done, tell us who.
Oh, I'll be happy to tell you who did it.
That's bullshit.
So I told her today. I sent a message to Billy. Thank you, Billy, to connect me with Dr. Wakefield. And Billy's like, I sent Billy the whole story. I'm going to clean it up what Bill said, but in so many words. Yeah, I got you, bro. And that's actually, I think you just sent me a message. And so, Mom, I got a message from Bill. I think I'm supposed to call him this evening, or he's going to call me when he's done working because they're 2 hours behind us. But, you know, this happened like at 5:15, 5:30, and I sent Sean a message. And I didn't want to tell you guys because I wanted your reactions. But I explained it to my wife, and she's like, so let's move him out and find him a place to live. We'll hide him because we're not going to let him take this little girl. They already screwed up once. You don't get a second chance to screw up. Well, they tried to screw up twice. You don't get a third chance. So, comments?
How messed up is a system that they caused it, and they're trying to force...
Because their egos came, you know what it came down to? Because their egos came into play. Oh, you fired us. Well, we're going to show you. Right? Just like another one of our patients, and I'll tell you at the end of it, but I was happy I was wrong on what I thought it was. Yeah. But he was told by his, whatever you want to call him, that if you don't do what I say, then I'll just file a deal with the state. You won't be able to drive a car anymore. Who gave these jackasses that authority?
Mr. Allen.
Yes. Who gave him that authority? So with these, I would like to take the ball and pineapple him.
These aren't big enough. They're not sharp enough.
Ain't gonna happen. So, you got anything pricey before we close her down?
I don't even know where to start.
And I'm sure there's gonna be some people out there going, Coach, you're a whack job. Really, I'm the one. I may be a little crazy. I'm crazy for the love of my
If you met
patient.
this little girl, you'd be as pissed as this.
Just think if that was your little girl. I have 3 of them at home. If that happened to one of mine,
If you see my bag, I'll sit at the front door. You know, and I am nuts. And what I mean by that, I'm nuts to care for my patients. I will go to the end of the earth to care and battle and fight for my patients what's moral, right, and ethical. And I get it, you know, I got a few messages from chiropractors this week, and we're like, oh, you know, you stand too strong, you offend people. Well, you know, if I'm not willing to stand for my profession, then how am I going to stand for my patients? That's why, you know, Mr. Dan, why I stand like I do, because I'm going to fight for my patients, which means I'll fight for my profession. You can't do one and not the other. You've got to draw a line somewhere. See, the problem is, chiropractors will dance around and will do this. Well, that means you dance around and you won't fight for your patients. Here's the line, I'm drawing in it. I'm going to fight for my profession and I'm going to fight for my patients, and I don't care. What's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. So, anyway.
Integrity.
it sounds like you're committed.
Yeah, I should be committed. I am all in, baby. Dominate. So, all right, you guys got anything else?
Thank you,
You're
Amanda.
going to hear more about this
Yeah.
in more future videos.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
Oh yeah, there'll be more of
Yes.
this one, I'm sure.
So, I'd asked Mom, I said, you okay if I go on a rant tonight? I won't say names. Sorry. A little cursing. I don't care. Cleaned it up from what I was earlier. You gotta see my text messages to Sean. I mean, you can imagine. I was like, oh my God, bless it. So, all right, buddy, we're out of here.